Good morning, parents and students at Western Dubuque High School. We've got some exciting news that we will start for third term, which starts on Monday. With the district revamping the time schedule, we are going to add an intervention time or a time of Bobcat Time every day that will help our students better understand some of the goals that we're trying to accomplish at Western Dubuque High School. This time will be from 1:05 to 1:25 every day. So students will go to, this will happen after their fourth period class, but they'll go back to their fourth period class for this time. Students that are open campus, school to work, NICC, will then leave at 1 o'clock if they have open campuses during that time or those classes. The goals for this extended time we're going to try is one is increase academic success, be in the exceptional category according to the Iowa report card, increase student involvement, build relationships and wellness in students and staff. We have high expectations and have a unified staff and students. So with that, our plan is to every day during the week, we have options that we'll do during that Bobcat period. So Mondays and Thursdays will look something like this. All students will report their Bobcat time, or their Bobcat person, which will be their fourth period teacher. We'll take attendance. Students will leave for in an intervention time. So what I'll have is I'll have a science, math, social studies, Spanish, English, all of our curricular areas will have a teacher that you can go to. 5 to 6 students will sign up for this, that they can go to that teacher and get help for those curricular areas. If you have a roster teacher, on Mondays and Thursdays, all students will visit with their roster teachers. And then any meetings, because it's important that students are involved, will happen on Mondays and Thursdays, just like it is now, but they'll happen on Mondays and Thursdays. So if you're involved in an activity, be in campus and you'll go to that meeting. While those people are at those meetings, all other students and teachers will be looking at their grades, grade checks, building relationships, and working on homework. So this is about a 20-minute time on Mondays and Thursdays that they'll have the opportunity to work with our students on classes. And then Tuesdays and Wednesdays will look a little bit different. Teachers will take attendance. Students that have 5 to 6 students per curricular area will go to their RTI. And that'll all be signed up during like a Google Doc that students will go to their teacher and the teacher will sign them up. So it's just not show up. You have to have a process for that. So you'll talk to your teacher and they'll get you set up with that. And then all teachers and students, other than those 25 to 30 students in RTI, will then do SSR. They'll have their book, or it could be a magazine, anything reading material. There'll be no pencils, anything like that allowed during that time. We just want some free reading for you to do for those 20 minutes twice a week. All books, SSR things, all need to be like actual novel books. We'll go to the library and sign out them. And you can do that not during this time, so nobody will actually be allowed to go to the library during this time to pick it out. They'll have to do it between the 5 minutes before or in their English classes or before school. That library will be open for you to grab those books. So we want you to be prepared to do that before you come in on Monday. And last, on Fridays we'll do a Bobcat curriculum. And during that Bobcat curriculum we'll have organized lessons for students to work on things that to improve our wellness and relationships and our culture around Western Dubuque. And so there'll be a lesson that we'll develop for you. So that will happen every Friday. So that's what every week during third term will look like. There'll be some guidelines that we need to cover with that. One, every one of these guidelines and calendar will be posted in every classroom. All staff and students will follow these guidelines. Technology-free time. I'm going to talk a little bit about the technology-free time, 20 minutes. We are trying to prepare you for the real world. The policy that we have, and so if you're thinking that you want to read something on one of your technology, which is including an iPad or your phone, that will not be allowed. If you have your phone out, then there's a policy that we have with that. The teacher will take it away, it will come up to the office, and the first time you do this, they will return it to you at the end of the day. You'll come back and pick it up. The second one, the parent will have to come pick it up from the office and at the end of the day. And then the third one will be a Saturday school, and the parent has to come pick up the phone at the end of the day. So we're really trying to encourage kids just to step away for 20 minutes because your focus goes to those phones. We understand that, but we want this 20 minutes to be just focused on those academics, the reading, and the interventions that we're providing at Western Dubuque. During that 20 minutes every day, students won't be able to not allowed to leave their room. That 5 minutes before, get your books, get your homework, go to the restroom, because that 20 minutes is dedicated with no technology, no leaving the room, unless you have, it's Mondays and Thursdays and you have a meeting to go to, visiting with your roster teacher, or you have going to RTI. Other than that, all students are expected to be in that classroom. Other than that, that's just kind of what we're trying to accomplish at Western Dubuque. If you have questions or concerns, you can always come and give me a call or stop by and see me.